Which car worst for restoration?
Patrick's Garage.
Grab your snack, welcome back. Which car in the world will be worst car for restoration? And first, you don't want to spend time to spend money for this worst car. And let's think what means we want to dig more deeper to this problem. What means worst car? This can be worst car for you. This can be worst car for another guy. So let's suppose this car worst for us. And what we going to do with this car if we have worst car in the world? And what means worst car in the world? Probably boring. You know, when something boring, we think that this is, we don't want to spend our time for repair this thing. This is worst thing for us. We're thinking so. Probably for another guys, this is will be interesting for their purposes. They want to searching or they want to see this worst experience and they want to learn something for them from this worst car. But we don't want to using worst car for restoration. Yes, any guys they prefer to using this is worst car for restoration. For what? They want to get this experience, they want to get this knowledge about crappiness. Crappiness. They never going to realize what means good without they realize what crappy. And you know, just for example, you know that your car good, but you're not sure completely sometimes. I'm not saying about you, I'm not saying about me, but from my experience, before I get another car, not Volvo, I never going to admit that Volvo was the really greatest car and Volvo engineers know how to produce this is greatest car. This was greatest cars. A lot of cars in 60s more better than now. But you know what I want to say? Without crappiest car in the world, you're never going to realize that your current car really not so bad, probably as you think before. And I want to admit that we need to see this car and nothing wrong in existence of this crappiest car in the world because we compare your current car with this crappiest car and this is one really good purpose and they want to go to these shows of all this car and they think that this is so funny, this is cars guys repairing, but what is if this is crappiest car really interesting for any guy, not for you, for me, and they want to continue to repair this crappiest car in the world, just for instance, for another guys, they want to see what means crappiest car and what we want to see to realize that our car not so bad as they can be supposed before they was familiar with these simple cars which was not so good and now why so demand for old cars, can you think? Why? Because we familiar. We not to appreciate old cars probably in olden days everywhere. But now we start to thinking that this was really greatest car we can compare these old our cars we can compare with these cars which they producing now. They can really screwed with whole bunch of electronic, this stuff they equipped with electronic, this engine bay, all the bay, stuffed with electronic, and who knows from where these wires goes without these pictures, without these electric sketches with wires. Who knows from where these wires, and they more than this thin, really thin wires. This Volkswagen using these small thin wires. They're not so reliable. Even my cell phone charger with not so thin wires. But for cars, this is not good. This is thin wires goes everywhere under the hood, and you can realize this crappiness. And guys, treasure why prices was so increased in the latest time for classic cars, because people realized that this is really great reliable cars was in 60s. So we can compare, and thanks for these cars which equipped with a whole bunch of electronic crap under the hood. We can compare, and we want to realize that old cars better without these computers. For what they installed these computers. But yes, we want to admit that in old cars also was computers. They're using injectors. A lot of time they're using these injectors. But yes, I'm big proponent of carburetor cars. They more simple, more simpler, more better, and contact ignition. You can disagree with me, and I don't care about that, but you can let me know in the comments which you think about old classic cars and about quality. But yes, this always depends from particular model, from particular year when this car was produced, and nothing wrong with this car under warranty like Toyotas. They want to replace your frame if this was rusty, but now they don't want to practice these things. And what I want to say, why they so important for us, because we can compare modern cars, crappy cars, we can compare them with our car, and we can realize how good our cars from this comparison.
Any car can be crummy and in bad condition, but will be question for owner. Current car condition always pertinent with owner. Even crappy car with your good care can be more better. Even old car can be a great asset if you take care of it. Even old funny crappy cars have value, especially today. And more than this, it's our duty to maintain our old car in good working condition. If we have a 50 years old car, it's our moral obligation to maintain this car. And this is enjoyable to maintain them by our own hands. And only one exception, when we go to mechanics, when it becomes boring and nuisance. And it's really amazing to maintain old car by our own hands, I think. Just imagine how it will be awesome to repair car from whole bunch of crap you want to making really shining car and riding around on your neighborhood, go to grocery, and you gradually improving your car in leisure when you free from another duties and you can relaxing. Or even with worstest car you can spend your time with pleasure. If it's really crappy and boring, you can put it on sale. And what crappy for us probably will be a real treasure for another guys. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Click the subscribe button and notifications bell
so that way you can be notified as soon as I upload new videos about car repairing.